এটা লিড ফলাই দিচ্ছে না এমনি কিছু না
দেখো শোনা যাচ্ছে?
Good afternoon, dear teachers. We thank you everyone for taking out your precious time and joining us for today's session. We are thankful to you for coming and joining us for the session. This is our second season for No Lockdown for Learning, and today is the third day. And today we'll be talking about digital safety during online teaching and learning. We have a very special guest with us who will be taking over the session. But before that, let us have some ground rules that we'll maintain throughout the session. We request you to keep your mics on mute and videos off. Participants will be muted during the session. Please type in your queries and questions in the chat box. We request you all to please type in your queries and questions in the chat box. We will answer all your questions, but at the end of the session. We'll be happy to answer all your questions, and our presenter for today will be happy to take up your queries, but at the end of the session. You know, we are all under lockdown and anybody can face technical glitch. So if you are facing any technical glitch, please stay calm. We request everyone, if you are facing any kind of technical glitch, stay calm. Kindly fill the feedback form at the end of the session to receive updates. Since we are doing the second season of No Lockdown for Learning, so we have some more upcoming exciting webinars. At the end of the session, we'll be sharing the feedback form. Would request you all to fill it and send it back to us. The webinars are conducted in association with EdChat India and Teacher. Teacher, I would say, is the spelling. If you observe the spelling, it has an extra R. This extra R is the repository. Repository to connect with fellow educators, exchange ideas and resources, attend professional developmental events and activities, and find lucrative job opportunities. Teacher has also come up with some wonderful work from home opportunities. Would request you to visit the website to know more about them. On a daily basis, the website is getting updated and 20 to 30 job postings are coming. So we request you all to visit the website and find out more for them. And as I see, the clock is ticking 4:02, and now it's time to introduce our presenter for today. We have a very special guest with us, Ms. Chandni Agarwal. Chandni Agarwal is currently working as IT head at Maharaja Agrasen Model School, Delhi. She is a cybersecurity awareness coach and National ICT Award winner by Government of India. She is a proud mentor of World Champion for PowerPoint Microsoft Office held at USA 2014 and has mentored more than 400 Microsoft Office specialists and more than 10 national champions for MOS. She is an Adobe Creative and Flipgrid ambassador. She has also received Global Teacher Award, Best Teacher Award of the Year by Silverstone Organization, and Microsoft Innovative Educator Leadership Award. She is also working on various applications and creative, wonderful resources for her students. She is deeply involved in bringing a wonderful change into the IT sector by her educational pedagogy. We welcome you, ma'am. So over to you, Chandni ma'am, and the stage is all yours. So let's welcome Chandni ma'am. Would request everyone to keep their mics on mute and have a wonderful session with ma'am. So over to you, ma'am.
It's not audible, sir.
Ma'am, your
Hello.
mic, it's not audible, ma'am.
It's not audible at all, please.
Lot of disturbance is there, ma'am.
Lot of disturbance.
Please mute yourself, all of
Yeah, dear participants, we told that please mute yourself. Thank you.
Hello, clinic sir. Chat box is not working.
Ma'am, in Teams there is some problem in chat box. After the meeting, we will share our form and other things to for your feedback and your queries also. So right now, in the your window, if you can get chat box, other some uh, for some accounts, chat box is still not working in Teams. So thank you so much, everyone. So, and we are starting with our topic, digital safety for online classrooms. As we all are during this critical situation, the education sector has seen a tremendous change. Agenda for the today's webinar is classroom evolution, probable threats, and the how to make your search safe, email safety, social media threats and solutions, and cyber ethics. Till now, we were using our digital word for the following applications. We use our net banking, online payment. Most of the time, we are searching for Google. If we have to check whether our internet is working or not, we just say google.com. It shows that our net is working or not. More than 95% people are using this technique to check whether their net is working or not. Watching movies, from social media to so many things like pin to plane, we were using our digital world. But many of teachers who are who are from non-IT background have struggled a lot during these 2 months. And now, most of the time, they are using this digital world as their online classrooms. So, classroom evolution. If we see 2000, we had our traditional classrooms using chalk and talk method, blackboard method we were using in the class. So teachers were using very less of ICT tools um, or the tools enabling their teaching using computers. Then till 2019, ICT enabled, but traditional classroom, it's a kind of blended learning we were using. But from 2020, most of the schools, they were in the pilot run phase by taking lesson from other schools and all over the world. From 2020, a great revolution came and we were transformed into remote classrooms. Is there anything to worry about? Yes, there is something to think, something to reflect. We all have digital identity, like we have our physical identity. We have to see our each and every step. in this digital world, as our digital footprint has a longer impression than we think of. We see we did just only this thing, but it has a bigger audience and a long lasting expression. So I am giving you one activity, small activity. You can see this link on the screen, and Kaushal sir will paste this link in the chat window. You can quickly do this, just a small activity to know about your concern. What one word that describe your major security issue when you are online? Just go to this menti.com. If you are using your laptop, just open the browser and use the code 438236 and write one that describes your major security issue when you are online. Kaushal sir, please post the link in chat window.
Posted, ma'am.
So I am, if people have started, I can shift my screen and let's see what they are writing. So if we see the live cloud, the people are writing till now personal data is their major concern.
Chandni ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so sorry I'm disturbing. I'm not able to see the chat window. Due to some
Okay.
reason, it is not coming. Can you just flash that link once?
Yes, I'll flash that link. So this is the link. You can go to menti.com and the code is 438236. So till now 58 people have done this, and getting hacked, security, personal data. So these are the threats. These are the major coming out to be the major concern. So I'll wait one more minute and then I'll move further. Let's wait for one more minute so that we can come up with more concerns, more words. So if we see this cloud that has created, the thing is coming up are the personal data theft, privacy, hacking, getting hacked, and identity theft, threat to personal information, ads which are not appropriate, antivirus pop-up, Wi-Fi password, being cheated, and this one, data backup issue, exposure of critical data. So I'll try to answer these questions during this session, and I'll move further. So these all are your probable risks like the data safety, identity theft, password security. And now one risk is managing classroom, because we have seen so many risks coming with these video classes. Students, they have started creating memes and all, and the fake identity. Sometimes some fake people can join the class, how to handle all these things. This we can learn slowly and with the use cases and the experience. Email spamming, network issues, data stealing, misuse of credentials, and malware. So I have listed down these probable risks, which are more common question for the all. So one more exercise, small exercise, warm up exercise. After that, I'll just continue with the session. So these activities will help me to understand you, understand the audience. Kaushal sir, please post the link of that small little check in the chat window.
Posted, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So please spare a minute and answer the question. So, so we will wait till 4 more minutes to fill that form. Then only we will have a ground of discussion. Shekhar sir, Mushir Khan sir, and Shubhangi ma'am, you have raised your hand. Kaushal sir, is my voice audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am, it's audible.
Some people has raised hand. If they have any doubt, they can ask. Or we can
Yep.
have the questions at the end of the session. If something like urgent, they can ask or they can post in the chat window.
Exactly, ma'am.
And someone is writing voice is very low. That's why I'm asking.
Actually, participants, ma'am has given you the time to fill the form. Once it fills, and then again, ma'am will take up the session.
So till now, 69 people have filled the form. And we are coming up with the analysis. And that will tell you The answer of your threads you have just filled in the above activity. You have just told me about the concern and now you will answer.
Hello, ma'am. Chat box is not working.
Okay. Um, so the shared actually this link is so long and it will take time to make a customized link, so you can ma'am leave for the time to fill this form. So I think most of the people have filled. So if we talk about this analysis, how many of you change your password? Never. 5 people have given answer never. 14 have filled when they forgot their password. So I appreciate your honest answers. But 34, I mean, you see the graph, more than 50% rarely change their password. So it's a high time to think. And after the session, you are going to change your password definitely. Tool you prefer, helping tools in teaching. Now, see, 55 people say free apps and software. Paid apps only 9 and trial version apps 5. So if you know about trial version apps, sometimes they ask for subscription or ask for credit or debit card number.
Excuse me, it's a request you mute all the participants.
Chandni ma'am, you please unmute yourself.
Have you ever received spam mails? So 43, I mean more than 50% say yes. Do you check the license of digital resources? No. So very honest answers I received. So let's, now you can easily observe where we are at.
एक्सक्यूज मी, चांदनी मैम आवाज नहीं आ रही है आपकी अच्छे से। चांदनी मैम आवाज बहुत कट रही है।
मैम एक सेकंड। I think some mics are on. Okay. So now first I'll talk about safe search. If we see, there is a authentic lock that is called padlock at the just where you type your web addresses. There you can see a small padlock. If you see this lock symbol, this shows that your connection is secure. If you click, it will show you in green color your connection is secure. It will show you the certificate and the cookies about this particular page you are using. If you clear the cookies, it will change. So you have to check for this first information, check whether website is authentic or not. Then I'll tell you one thing, how you have to download images from Google. So I'll tell you one way. The general way you write, say google.com, I'm writing. Google, here if I want to search
Excuse
Or
me,
are
ma'am.
they-
PPT is
Yes.
not visible, ma'am. Chandni ma'am, PPT is not visible.
Ma'am, I am sharing the screen for the Google Chrome. Is it visible
It's-
now?
No, ma'am. It is not.
Ma'am, actually, you please refresh your
visible.
internet. It is visible, and would request you all to please don't interrupt in between. We'll tell ma'am whether it's visible or not. It's clearly visible. Please refresh your internet. Thank you, ma'am. Please continue.
Okay. So if I want to search for any image, say if I want to search one image, say cyber crime, right? And if I go to images, I have a number of images. So if you people know about the copyright issues, I cannot use any image without referencing. So the best way is you go to tools. When you go to image, go to tools, then click on usage rights, and from here you can select your any option, label for use, reuse with modification, or label for reuse. If you see, images will change. Now you can use these images and acknowledge, because these images are already labeled for reuse. So there is no problem in using such kind of images which are labeled with this kind of tag. Otherwise, if you see not filtered by license, it means some licensed images are also in the search result. So you should avoid this and go for the images which are free to use. So labeled for reuse. Another option I want to discuss is, and I have told you, you must acknowledge the source, whether it's a small PowerPoint presentation. This method, I'll tell you, reverse image search. For this method, you can make use of this, that whether your photograph has been compromised anywhere or not, to find out your image or to find out any fake ID if you encounter in the Facebook. Generally, fake IDs are covered with the profile photograph, which is only hands, only feet, and face is not shown. So such kind of images are there which you can find out using reverse image method. So for that you have to write images.google.com. Here I am telling you the image by uploading an image. So I am uploading a sample image I have saved on my desktop.
Oh, अच्छा ठीक है तो हाँ 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 ठीक है कल तो फिर से ठीक है चल
Your mic. So when you upload this image, it will tell you which image is this. So if you upload your image, it will also show you the images, your images. If that image is posted anywhere, it will show you. Or if you are identifying any person, whether it is fake ID or any, you want to search by image. So for that you have to follow reverse image method or reverse image technique. So I have told about this, images.google.com. Upload the image and check your image location on the web. Now I'll discuss these two and the most important topics for safe search. You have given one concern, data safety. And if we see who is taking our all information, every time? Google, because we are associated with Gmail ID on our mobile phone, on our laptop, and Google Map everywhere to download app. So we have one ID which is going everywhere, and Google is creating like our Janam Kundali for everything. It is showing us ad, it is giving us adware, so many things. So better is you select a search engine. But the thing is how to search and with which search engine we need to search. So I suggest you, when you are making some kind of important work, confidential work, you use incognito mode. For net banking, you can use incognito mode. So you can go to incognito mode in your Google Chrome. You have last three dots. I'll show you these last three dots. If you click here and you can click on new incognito window, it will show you this incognito window and it will not save your browsing history and cookies and site data. So in some manner, it is much more safer than your normal Google search engine. Next is, this is one search engine which search anonymously, DuckDuckGo, and it will not save your search history. It will not allow like others to take your addresses or take your search. So you can use this duckduckgo.com because during these days we are downloading so many apps, so many software we are searching for, we are attending so many workshops. So our email ID and phone numbers are going everywhere. And later on, this again can be a medium of data sale, and we can again get like into problem with so many spam calls or spam mails. So one search engine is DuckDuckGo. You can go to duckduckgo.com and set it as Chrome extension. Next is disconnect me. So if you write search.disconnect.me, this will stop search engine from tracking your search. Basically, search engine track your search, make analysis, do data mining and sell your data. So how Google will earn money? It is going to earn money accordingly. It shows you ads. It shows you YouTube videos according to your interest. Next is startpage.com. So this is again one private search engine. So these are some search engines which allows you to search privately. Pkeer.com. This is again most privacy oriented search engine. So you have seen that if we take the first step, which is the gateway to cyber threats, if we take the first step safer, you have seen that we have different gates outside our home. We have strong gates. Main gate is always strong. Why? So we have to make our main gate strong. So let first make your search private and safe. Your next threat was identity theft, data theft. So if you see, everywhere we have given our email ID. That is a kind of our digital address. Like IP addresses are used to trace our web. Similarly, our email ID is also our identity. And password, that is key to many logs. So many of us have same password every time. That we will not forget that password. We are going to remember. It is easy to remember a password. Let's go for this. And it should be a small. It should be a small password so that I can remember. And it can be on my son's name, my husband's date of birth, or anything. So I request you to everyone, sir, please post this address in the chat window, or you can write this haveipwnedpon.com. Haveipon.com is a site that shows you whether your email ID is compromised or not. I'll show you, like some years back, I was using the same ID to download the app. I'll show you the demo of it. So if I write here one email ID.
Ma'am, I have pasted the link.
Okay. The address is haveibeenpwned.com. And if you see, this ID has 2 breached sites and found no paste. So this ID was in my major use. If you see, these 2 sites These two breaches were there with my email ID. So in 2019 and 2017, the data from Canva, the graphic design tool website Canva, we use so many times to draw the graphics. We quickly download the app and just start doing it. So the sites, they take your email ID, they take their phone number, it pass on your data. So sometimes for these sites also we keep same password. So automatically password is gone. Guessing is easy. So these data hackers can hack in this way. So you can check your ID whether it is compromised or not. Now if I paste my this ID and just check, this is secure. So this exercise you can do now or later on, but I request you, please check whether your account has been compromised in a data breach or not. Few days back, many
May I
people,
ask a question?
yes, sir.
One question is that you gave duckduck.com, duckduckgo.com.
Yes.
How do we know that this browser is safe or this search engine is safe? Maybe that this search engine is also tracking all the activities. How do we know
Sir,
that? What is the guarantee?
Basically, we are connected with our Gmail IDs at every place, and Google is also connected with our the same ID. So if you want to, like, you want to make your save search private, you can use other search engine. This search engine don't track your data, but there is no way that they don't know that Google
We know
is
that.
tracking. So these are few search engines created for
No,
the private.
my question is, how do I know that DuckDuckGo is not tracking my activities?
So
Maybe
how
that
can we see advertisements in Google AdWare? So in this you will see, there is no tool. I don't know that tool whether we can check or not. But these are the private search engines which we can use in place of Google search engine. Sometimes for searching the some sensitive data we are searching. So if you see the password, which is very small.
just one more question.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I request you
If I
to.
check my email and have I been pawned, and that how
Sir,
do I
I'll
know
have
that
to.
this site
Sir, I'll have to stop you here. I'm
Sir,
sorry. The question and answer session would be at the end. I request all the teachers to please keep your mics on mute. Otherwise, we'll have no other option but to remove you from the meeting. Please do not interrupt the meeting in between. We will be having a Q&A session at the end. Let ma'am continue with the session. Thank you so much for your cooperation.
So the longer the password, difficult to guess. So password should be like, it should not be a common password, not should be like child name or your spouse name. These all things you know about. But again, we write password because they are easy to remember. So if we want to check our password strength, some tools are there. You can check, many tools are available on net. How secure is my password? It will just see the combination of your password. Like if you make your password combination of alphanumeric data, characters, numbers, and alphanumeric data means capital letters, small letters, numeric, digit, and the special character. So if you make combination of these, it will be difficult to access. And I suggest you to use passphrases. Instead of having a password, you can make a passphrase. You can have a sentence. Like I have given the example, the road to success is always under construction. So the password can be, you can take the first letter of the passphrase and in place of S you can post $. So in this way you can construct your own passphrases. I was just listening to a talk today on cyber security only for the companies. So the person was telling, now in companies it is compulsory to have a password which is 16 characters long. Previously they were emphasizing on it should be minimum of 8 characters. Now that company is telling that now you have to have password 16 characters long. That is difficult to guess. Passphrases are easier to remember but difficult to guess. So always remember, password is the key to your digital door. We always talk about that someone has hacked my account, someone is like stealing my password. Basically, they are guessing your passwords. Few days back, the people were getting mail that you are receiving your password as subject. Because, and the mail subject is your password and the content was your email ID is hacked, you have to pay so much of money as a ransom. So the reason is you are filling your email IDs at several places and keeping the most of the times keeping the password same. So there your password is hacked or guessed and your email ID is compromised. So you can check your email ID, you can you can check the password strength, so you can at least for a part you are safe. So these are some safe surfing practices. Do not fall for lucrative offers or discounts as they might be coming from unknown sources and may not be reliable. We see on WhatsApp groups, so many people are sharing that Amazon has given so much of offerings. If you do this, you will get this. See, nothing is free. And I was watching that during COVID-19, this makeup material is free, is 60% free if you fill this form. So just avoid all these kind of lucrative offers. Here I want to share one thing. We are downloading the zip files unknowingly. During festival season, the zip files, sending and receiving of zip files gets increased. So this technique is called steganography, where people can combine the message with the image. That image is basically have some kind of malware connected with that image. And when you download that zip or image file, that virus or the spyware comes to your system and it will stay continuously sending your information outside your mobile phone to the people who wants it. So in this way your phones get hacked. So for this you have to check your WhatsApp settings. Do not download each and every image you are getting. Again, there is no such kind of check what image contains virus or what image is virus free image, but avoid downloading zip files. Don't reply to email from unknown sender, even if it looks a genuine mail, because Trojan horse comes like a genuine email. Or when you click a link, again your all information goes to the people who are sending you that spam mails. Do not provide personal information like name, date of birth, such kind of information do not provide. If you remember, few days back on television, a story was shown. a boy was ordering food through Facebook, and their offer was, and that case is of Mumbai, and a renowned hotel was offering that we are providing one thali free with one. If you order for one thali, we will provide you 2 thalis. So you just fill in the details. So that boy and the mother, they thought of that in Maharashtra so many of COVID cases are there, so maybe possible they are offering such a good offer. So they start filling up the data. When they saw they are asking about OTP, they are asking about card details and all, at that time that lady called on that number that is given on the social media. The person picked up the call. Then she was recording the call and just keep on engaging that person on the call to know about why you are asking this, why you are asking this. After that, she reported about the case. So a small quick observation saved them from this, because when you dial those numbers for one time, you will see that number is, you can have that number, the person will pick the call, just so data is gone, they will not take up your call, that number will just get disconnected, that number will not exist, because so many SIM cards they have. So please don't share such kind of details. Do not open attachments or click on links from unknown senders. Beware of phishing websites. You can check for these kind of Cyrillic characters. If you see someone is sending you a link and the shape of A is different, it's just slight difference is there, because now domain names are also with these kind of characters. You cannot easily distinguish between the words, between the shape of the character. So always type the website address and then move further, rather than clicking or copying or pasting the links. In using free tools, because we are searching for so many things. Now I want evaluation and assessment tool, I just quickly write and search for the tools. Every tool definitely asks your email ID. So what do? You create a separate ID, which is not being used in your banking, not being used in any kind of task which is so confidential. So like, don't use your main ID or work ID for this. Create a dummy ID, whether it is Gmail ID, whether it is Hotmail ID, to download the free stuff. In this way, you are not going to have that main ID with the other people. Check for the website authenticity. And some apps, they require organizational IDs, but we are not using our organizational IDs for any kind of payment. So take care of all these small tips. And one more tip I want to tell you. On mobile, there are certain apps. They are like for 1 week trial is free, 15 days free. But we never read their terms and conditions. We just click, I accept, because there is no other way. So what happened? You have registered your card, credit card or debit card, for payment mode. Again, it is with your Gmail ID, associated with your Gmail ID. So it automatically picks up that card number, and after the trial period, it starts on cutting the amount. So always see, are you downloading any kind of app which asks for subscription later on? Because there is no money refund for your mistake. So take care of these small points when you are downloading any free app or software, or even any paid app, any trial version app. Check for the website authenticity. So few days back, if you see on Facebook, so many challenges were throwing. Sari challenge. Other things I have discussed, I am discussing 2 points now: Facebook fun apps and be alert on social media. So one more challenge was there. You have to post photograph, couple photograph. You have to post photograph with your kids. So can you imagine what you are giving to what you are giving to the people from which you are threatened? On social media, you are spreading your all photographs. You are telling about your family. You are telling about your spouse, happy moments, sad moments, everything you are sharing. And for the sari challenge, all ladies were posting and also giving challenge to next 10. And you know, this is again, if anyone misuse your picture, you will you don't know, there is a site in dark web, Deep Nude. There is a site Deep Face which just change your face in the video with the person's face and it will start speaking. And during lockdown, the graph of watching porn sites has been increased and faces are used using AI tools in such kind of videos, and a site Deep Nude which just makes the person nude. So can you imagine if your image is circulated like this? So there is no check. The check is don't share such kind of pictures. Always post a picture, might be in a group. You can share a group photograph. You can share a picture which is not of high resolution, so that if a person is enlarging this, the picture will be of no use. So take care of while posting your images. Nowadays, teachers are posting photographs of their classrooms. So when you are posting photograph of your students or kids, you have to take permission. You have to take prior permission of the person whom you are posting. Even if you are tagging a person without the permission of the person you are tagging, it's again comes under the privacy breach. Although it's not comes under a cyber crime, but it comes as a private breach, privacy breach, posting photographs of the person without their knowledge. Sometimes you are going in a meeting or going somewhere and a person posts your photographs and you don't want to post and tags you or your friends. So that will be a problem for a person who don't want to post. So always take prior permission if you are posting any other's photograph or tagging someone. So you should take always a permission. Even for sharing photographs of some place you visited, from that organization, from that place of workshop photographs, can we share that? So you have to take permission. If you attend any webinar, seminar or workshop, they give you a form, PR form. There you give the permission to circulate your photographs or post your photographs on print media or social media. In that way you take permission, then only you can post. So always be alert on social media, because there is no limit on finding out reach of people on social media. So many cases are there on Instagram during these days. Students are creating memes on teachers. So when you are teaching, avoid sharing your video. When you are talking, then you can share, but you can stop the students. But there is no, again, you cannot stop the students to clicking the picture or taking the picture. But you always tell your student that this is a crime. And you can launch a complaint against it. So these all small tips for using and being alert on social media, so that you can be saved from identity theft, fake identity, and so many crimes, so many threats that are coming through the social media. We all are just making friend to the people just by looking at the mutual friends line. 3 mutual friends, okay. 10 mutual friends, okay, I know this person, but I don't know the person whom I am making friend. So next is social media ethics. This I have discussed, but always see whenever you post anything, it should not hurt others' feeling. So don't reveal too much of information. Never reveal your password to anyone. Sometimes in our peer group, we share the password, but try not to share the password. So some of the ethics to use digital content is take author's permission before using copyrighted content, respect copyright laws and policies, follow computer ethics while using digital resources online. Violation of copyright issue is most common. Acknowledge the resource and avoid the plagiarism. So stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of your digital well-being. And I must say it's a time of digital detox. Give some time to yourself and try to digitally detox. Think the ways. And this I have created flipgrid.com/digitally safe. You can note down this address. Here you can share your views, experiences, hacks, and tips of your online classroom. How you are, how you are experiencing in your online classroom. You have faced any problem. You have used this tool and that problem is saved. So this grid is common to everyone. Anyone can open, anyone can see. This is public grid. So whenever any person just want to find out the solution, first they will look out to this grid and find out the solution from our own peer teaching group. You can share this link further. Sometimes a small tip can help a big problem, can help us to solve a big problem and can save our so many hours. So over to you people for the question answers. I am happy to solve any query if I can. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, can you, hi, this is Rishu Kaul from MBS International School, Dwarka. Can you please share this PPT also so that we can also share the same with our teachers and tell them more about the cyber safety and
Yes.
how they can.
Yes, we will share this presentation after this session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Any other concern? So I request you all to post your, surely you post your hacks and your experience on this grid. I am going to share this in the chat window, this link in the chat window, so that you can post your video or post your comments here.
Chandni ma'am, my question is if I find that my mail ID has been compromised, then what should I do?
You just go and subscribe from all the extra apps and other things you have downloaded. I am just having a look at the questions that how we can know about the sites I have told you are safe. We can check the certificate again, sir. And this site is designed to find out the email addresses. And if you scroll down that site, you will see the number of breaches done through the email IDs. Because it is searching through the database where our email IDs are used. For the copyright images, what about the copyright content? For that only I have told you to refer to give the reference of the site from where you are picking the content. Because again, it comes under the IPR issues if we copy anyone's content and use at the place without acknowledging it. One question is there, what to do if the account was pawned for few years back, we didn't realize it and are still using it. Sir, आपने सुना होगा देर आए दुरुस्त आए. So now we can start with this. Even I also just came to know this site few days back only.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Jhanvi, ma'am. Where will you share this video? Where will I find it?
Kaushal sir, you can give this answer better.
Ma'am, so I would be able to answer this. So we usually upload this. We are recording this video to all the participants. We'll be sharing a feedback form with you. Once when you fill that, we will be sharing the link of this video along with all the other links that ma'am has mentioned, along with the presentation as well. So you can directly access all that at the end of the session, right? So I request you to share, fill the feedback form so that we'll be able to access your email, and then we'll be able to share it with you.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I'm not able to get the chat box.
Ma'am, can you refresh the window?
So we'll have a quick session of 5 minutes of Q&A. If yes, any of the teachers have any questions, please share it in the chat box. In case if the chat box is not available, please refresh your video so that you'll be able to access the chat box. Okay, all right. Back to you, ma'am. Please answer the questions. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question?
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, see what happened. I have used my email ID. A lot of times at different platforms.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Your voice is cracking.
Okay, 1 minute, ma'am. Now is it properly sound?
Yeah.
Is it sound proper?
Yes, sir. Yes.
See, ma'am, my email ID, which is registered for my online banking purposes, that I have used so many times at so many platforms. So, and also I have checked that my ID has been compromised. Okay, just now I have checked it.
Okay.
So that ID has gone to so many platforms. Now, can I change my ID? I want to keep this ID. I want to use this ID for banking purposes.
Sir,
What shall I do?
What you can do now, you change your email ID with bank. It is easy to change your ID with the bank. So you go to bank or through online, you can change your email ID. You change your email ID with your
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
ID at so many places when it is out. But we can control the one place, that is your banking details and all. There you can change your ID.
Okay, ma'am. I will contact you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good evening, Chandni ma'am. I have a question which I shared in the chat box.
Okay, sir. 1 second. Sir, I am not able to find out chat window is full.
Ma'am, sir's question is, if I got to know my account was compromised a few years back and I changed my password recently, how safe is this?
Okay. Sir, if you have changed your password, then it is somewhat it's safe. But if you find out which sites are sending your data out, just the first thing you go and unsubscribe from the all the apps and tools you have subscribed with that email ID. Gone is gone, we cannot take that back, but we can control the future. So you just go and unsubscribe from the these all apps.
Good evening, Chandni. I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
It is very nice that we all get aware of these search engines and how to control ourselves. But I believe adults are good too and easy to guide. They are careful about things. How do we take this to the younger ones who don't realize what they post?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, they should be like, if we talk about the kindergarten or up to primary classes, for that we need to educate the parents because they take their parents' device.
Because suddenly they have taken a stride into this domain now.
Yes.
And they're very curious to explore.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for that we have certain parental control tools for YouTube and for the search engines. So parents, again, the parents should take over the seat and put all the tools inside that. But for the teenagers, the thing is we can counsel them, we can tell them what is good or bad. Like our parents have counseled us during our teenage. But now the time is more challenging. You can't see where they are going.
Agreed.
If I'm allowed, I may ask another question.
Yes.
Chat box. Hello, Chani ma'am. मैम
Yes, sir, sure, go ahead.
मैम मेरा ये मतलब मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप एक सेशन करें जो अभी आपने बोला कि YouTube पे या किसी पे भी हमारे जो छोटे बच्चे हैं क्यूरियस होते हैं हम पेरेंटिंग कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं तो कैसे कैसे टूल्स हैं उसके ऊपर भी एक सेशन कर दीजिए बहुत अच्छा रहेगा आज का सेशन बहुत अच्छा था
Thank you, ma'am. I will try to have session.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I think have you your answer?
Ma'am, I have another question,
Yes.
which is these days, I have seen many young mothers, they have created, Instagram accounts for their kids' pictures and, their baby's name and world of my kid, world of something like that. And they post all kind of pictures over there. How safe or unsafe is that?
I saw yesterday only saw one video channel of my known person. She was keep on posting her daughter's video. She has saved since she was a small, like just she born and she was posting. But it is not like it's not safe. Photographs and videos are not safe, but people they don't understand. Only they understand when something get happened. Out of curiosity, sometimes out of show offs, out of fame, they post. It's not safe at all. Young mothers, they have time. They like people are. If you remember your childhood, we people are afraid of going to tuitions. Now it's a fashion now. These days, online tuitions have started. In the same way, mothers are changed. Mothers, they are showing off their kids, and when something gets happened, they just find out the way. One last tip I want to give everyone is when any kind of cybercrime happened with you, if you are victim of any cybercrime, the number one, take snapshots. Save snapshots. The person can immediately remove picture from there. I know so many of cases. Through my app, I just solved so many cases. Few years back, Cyber Security Guide is my Android app. So I got so many cases of teenage girls. So people can remove the things, take snapshots, then you can post your complaint to cybercomplaint.org. I'll try to give that link now. And after that, you just give FIR also to nearby police station, but lodge your complaint to cybercomplaint.org. And there is one app, Tatpar, TATPAR. It's a site of Delhi Police. Tatpar app, you can have that on your mobile and you can complain on that app also. Safety is again in our hand.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, my
for,
question is,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am, my question is, if I found my email has been compromised, all I need to do is I need to change the password. And anything else I need to do?
You can change the password and you can unsubscribe whatever you have subscribed with that particular email ID and again resubscribe with another email ID. This you can do.
Okay. And that will be sufficient.
Yes, ma'am. Now the things, what is gone, that is gone. We can't get
All
back.
right. All right, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
this led to actually another question. So actually, we clear our spam mails and trash folder again and again. So whatever I subscribed on or something like that, how to find actually on which sites or which apps I subscribed using that email ID? Is there any guide or something like that?
No, that we have to find out. Like our email ID, email box, that inbox, and to promotions, social, and updates. So you will find out these things under your updates and social tab in the email, Gmail ID. There are separate tabs are there. So in that, on social, you can see that uh, unsubscribe, you can find out the mail and then you can unsubscribe that.
Thanks, ma'am.
That particular link.
Ma'am, then can we change the email ID in a bank account? Will that be easier?
Yes. You can change your email ID with your bank.
Because we know with which bank we have been using this email ID.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. The session was very nice.
Thank
So, dear participants, thank you for all your queries and question. And as I see, the time is clicking 5:11. So thank you so much, Chandni ma'am, for all the necessary
Thank
tips
you,
that you
Chandni
gave
ma'am.
on
Great
digital
session.
safety. And
Thank you,
we
ma'am.
request you all to connect with her Twitter handle, that is Chandni1910.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
She's actively doing so much work on Twitter, and it can be traced out from there. You can contact her at that particular platform, and do tag us with the No Lockdown for Learning and Digital Safety. Be very generous of you to tag us. And thank you so much, Chandni ma'am, for all the contribution that you gave for today's session. Indeed, it was really wonderful. Yesterday, when we were talking about it, it has opened my eyes. And I think for today's participants also, it has opened a lot of new avenues. So thank you so much, ma'am, for taking us through the digital safety tour. Indeed, we'll be asking you to again come back on the platform as we have received the request. So thank you so much, ma'am. Stay safe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chandni. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Chandni ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was a fantastic session, and
Thank you, ma'am.
I
It's
would
my
like to make a couple of points here. So one thing,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, Chandni ma'am, for the wonderful session.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks,
So,
Chandni.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Very interesting session.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chandni ma'am. So we are teacher as well. We maintain 128-bit encryption on our platform. It has the highest amount of cyber security as well. So being a social platform ourselves, we believe that all the teachers' information that is there on the platform should not be compromised at all. So every single profile that you see on the platform as well is encrypted in 128-bit UTF format. And in addition to that, we also have a cyber security expert on our team. So this way, no profile can be accessed by the platform as well. And every single teacher out there, the information, everything is safe, and there's no way in which the data can be compromised. So by far, this has been the best session, I would say, Chandni ma'am, for all of us as teacher as well. Because given the current situation, everything is turning online, and the biggest risk that teachers are facing is the use of free apps. Majority of the free apps have so many concerns, and we just use it because it's free. But there's a long time hindrance that it will be causing. So I would really say this has been the best session till date, and thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for accepting our invite to come here on the platform and educate the educators. So it's been an absolute pleasure for this session. And teachers, please fill the feedback form so that you can be able to receive today's link and today's video as well. In addition to that, like I've also mentioned, we take cyber security at the highest amount of priority, and we ensure that every single profile out there is not compromised in any way. So I would say thank you so much, ma'am, once again, and thank you for the session. Thank you, teachers.
Excuse me, Kaushal sir.
Thank you.
Hello.
Kaushal, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Kaushal sir. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, I'm listening.
Yeah, actually, the way we keep on sharing our emails and everything, many times we have to share our contact numbers as well. How safe is it? Can you please ask Chandni ma'am? Like in many websites.
Don't any option because people are they are sending OTP on authentic phone number. We
Yeah.
don't have any other option. One thing I also want to tell you, whenever we download any
Ma'am, I'm not able to get you properly.
when you are allowing the app
Yeah.
to access your phone, the other devices like a microphone and camera, don't allow that. If it is not necessary, don't allow.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Kaushal.
I would like this moment to personally thank you, Chandni ma'am, once again. Wonderful listening you once again. And during our previous session, I had some questions in my mind which got answered today, even without asking. So thank you so much for this wonderful session. I'd like to thank Varun and Kaushal here as well. Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir.
Right. Great. So thank you once again, ma'am. So we'll be closing the session now. Thank you so much, teachers. You can exit the call and fill the feedback form before you do that. Stay safe and thank you so much.